If you're an artist or teacher who has held back from offering your course because you're afraid it isn't quite right, it isn't quite perfect yet, I want you to listen to Carla Canonico, who has published a magazine for a couple decades now and had online communities successful all this time. And what happened to her at the very beginning of her journey when she got feedback from outside views? This is a little bit of conversation from the Creatives on Camera podcast. I'm Lyric Montgomery Kennard from the Academy for Virtual Teaching. And if you're a teacher, I want you to think about the feedback you get. Where do you get it from? How do you get it? And are you open to it? Does it make the workshops that you offer that much better? Oh, and don't forget to wait till the end or look in the show notes. I have a resource that could really help you with this.
At the start, we gave I think 10,000 copies out to everybody that walked in, right? As the big launch. So through 3 days after, because the show was like 3 or 4 days, this lady comes over and she's got my first issue, right? And she's got all the Post-it notes all around the edges. I says, "Hi, can I talk to you?" I said, "Oh, yeah, sure." And I'm wondering, what is my issue doing with all these Post-it notes? Ah, wow. So she says, "Look, I really want this to succeed. So I hope you don't mind me sharing this, that." And she pointed out all the things that I would never even imagine, all the important details that make it from a magazine to a professional magazine.
Mm-hmm.
When I applied that, then things started to change and evolve. It was really amazing.
That is so scary, but also what a huge gift from magazine number 1 to have somebody volunteer their
time,
their gift, their wisdom, their knowledge to help you. It could be scary. She could have just said, "You did this wrong and this wrong and this wrong, and it's all terrible." And she said, "No, I want you to succeed."
Yes, that wasn't the attitude. It was an attitude of, I want this to work with you, as you said, and so I listened and yeah. And then I got other tips along the way from, people who had that thing. Plus I find when you're starting it, and again, no formal training, it's like you don't know what you don't know, but because you are also in it so deeply of all kinds of other of details that you can't see everything. Do you know what I mean? And
absolutely, the forest for the trees, right?
Yeah.
Can't see the trees for the forest.
Something like that. So the thing is that even now, it's like I see the edit that I make, right? All the edits. Then somebody else transfers that onto the pages. When it comes back, what I thought would have been a good idea, I said, "Oh yeah, no, I don't think we should do that," and I will change it because you're seeing it with fresh eyes in that case, right? So it's sort of the same idea, but I had a lot to learn as well about that, about, developing a magazine. So
yeah, I love seeing with fresh eyes. That's
mm-hmm.
And it's because it came back to you first after time,
Mm-hmm.
and second in a different format. And it applies in so many different ways for teachers who are editing or writing or doing anything. Like when I write, one of the things I do is, technology is fantastic, right? So I have my computer read it to me in a monotone voice while I'm not looking at it because I love writing, but I'm an absolutely terrible editor. I get so close and so in the weeds that I'm not seeing any of the mistakes. But when I hear it in a different medium, immediately it's like, oh, pause. I have to go fix this thing.
Exactly.
So getting fresh eyes or a different perspective. An outside perspective, or looking at whatever you're doing from a different point of view, helps you see it so much more clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that interesting? What is your Post-it note moment? When have you received feedback that made everything better? At the Academy for Virtual Teaching, we have a free membership where that's exactly what we do. We have discussions and business articles where we learn from each other. And instead of waiting to build your course and then inviting students in, what if you built the course with paying students already inside who were there specifically to give you feedback as you built it? So the course is amazing. That's what the Workshop Validation Lab does at the Academy. I want you to go check it out. Now, leave a comment. Tell me, what valuable feedback have you gotten that's made a difference in your business? And like, subscribe, do all the things, especially leave a review. It's super helpful for us. And I want to hear from you. And artists, crafters, creators, never stop making, never stop creating, never stop sharing what you do, because what you do makes the world a better place.